Yo, 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 yellow players! Welcome to the Hero Gallery. As of today, we received the Insurrection update from Blizzard. I will be listing the backstories and descriptions available for all of our favorite Overwatch heroes, starting with Ana. Each hero has a general bio that is quite simple, although once under skin selection, multiple descriptions can be found depending upon the skin being highlighted. Not all of the skins contain descriptions. Ana, former second in command of Overwatch. Ana Amari uses her skills and expertise to defend her home and the people she cares for. Merciful. Ana's biotic rifle uses a modified version of Mercy's healing technology, though the weapon was created against the doctor's wishes. Shrike. Recently, Ana has operated under the alias of Shrike and is wanted for espionage, assault, and theft in Egypt. Captain Amari. Captain Ana Amari was Strike Commander Morrison's second in command of Overwatch. Orus. Ana's call sign was Orus when she served in the Egyptian military during the Omnic Crisis. Second up is Bastion. Once a frontline combatant in the Omnic Crisis, this curious Bastion unit now explores the world fascinated by nature, but wary of a fearful humanity. Overgrown. Damaged in one of the battles of the Omnic Crisis, this lone Bastion unit was reactivated in the Black Forest near Eichenwald years later. Omnic Crisis. During the Omnic Crisis, Bastion units fought against humans in battles around the world. Null Sector. Bastion units were re-engineered and upgraded by Null Sector and deployed during the King's Row Uprising. D.VA is a former professional gamer who now uses her skills to pilot a state-of-the-art mech in defense of her country. Junker. Mech battles are one of the most popular forms of entertainment in Junkertown. Taigekui! During her time as a professional gamer, D.VA proudly represented her country in tournaments around the world. Scavenger and Junker have the same descriptions. Genji. Genji Shimada has made peace with the cyborg body he once rejected, and in doing so, he has discovered a higher humanity. Young Genji. The younger scion of the Shimada clan, Genji had little interest in carrying on the family's business and spent his days on frivolous pursuits. Bedouin. After leaving Overwatch, Genji wandered the world trying to come to peace with his cyborg body. Sparrow. In his youth, Genji's father, Sojiro, gave him the diminutive nickname Sparrow. Reminds me of someone I know. Nomad is the same as Bedouin. And then the one everyone's been waiting for, Blackwatch. After agreeing to the aid of the organization, Genji was upgraded extensively by Overwatch's cybernetics. Hanzo. Mastering his skills as a bowman and an assassin, Hanzo Shimada strives to prove himself as a warrior without, look at it, without peer. It might be just me, but let me know down in the comments if you think that was a spelling error by Blizzard. Young Hanzo. Hanzo was the son of the former master of the Shimada clan. He had been groomed to take over leadership of the family as his father's successor. Next up, Junkrat. Junkrat is an explosives-obsessed freak who lives to cause chaos and destruction. Fun fact about Junkrat is that all of the light blue colored skins that cost $75 for him have the same description, and he is the only hero that has a light colored skin that is a description, or at least from the blue section. Regardless, the destruction of the Omnium in the Australia and the formation of Junkertown made the Outback an even more dangerous place to live. Dr. Junkenstein. As the tale goes, Dr. Junkenstein made a deal with the Witch of the Wilds in exchange for the secret to creating life. But his triumph was short-lived, as he was slain by 4 wanderers in Aldersburn. Lucio is an international celebrity and musician who inspires social change throughout his music and actions. Andes. When the weather gets cold, Lucio heads up to the Andes to hit the slopes. Auditiva. Lucio's latest album, Synthesiza Auditiva, was a global hit. Selecayo. When Lucio was younger, in addition to his first love of hockey, he also found the time to play football with the other kids in Rio de Janeiro. McCree. Armed with his Peacekeeper revolver, the outlaw Jesse McCree doles out justice on his own terms. Blackwatch. A young Jesse McCree was recruited into Blackwatch after Gabriel Reyes saw his potential and gave him a choice: join Blackwatch or rot in prison. May is a climatologist who has taken the fight to preserve the environment and protect the world into her own hands. Yeti Hunter. May travels to remote regions around the world investigating eco points abandoned since Overwatch shut down. Mercy. A guardian angel to those who come under her care. Mercy is a, once again Blizzard, peerless? Is Mercy a peerless healer or a fearless healer? Throw it down in the comments section and let me know. A brilliant scientist and a staunch advocate for peace. Once again, I'll read it how I see it. A guardian angel to those who come under her care. Mercy is a fearless hunter, a brilliant scientist, and a staunch advocate for peace. Aijinosen. After finishing her education, including her MD and PhD in Switzerland, Angela Ziegler continued her research and served as head of surgery in a prominent hospital in her home country. Witch. The Witch of the Wilds is a mysterious figure who appears in the tale of Dr. Junkenstein and others, offering people the object of their desire for a price. Combat Medic Ziegler. When called upon, Mercy would don her Valkyrie Swift Response suit to participate in Overwatch missions. Orisa. Built from parts of one of Numbani's short-lived OR-15 defense robots, Orisa is the city's newest protector, though she still has much to learn. Maybe hinting at new updates, Blizzard? Buffs? Debuffs? We'll find out. OR-15, originally built to protect Numbani, the OR-15 defense bots were destroyed and decommissioned. After a battle with Doomfist, a young Effie Oladi would purchase the parts of the bots to build Orisa. Null Sector. During the King's Row Uprising, Null Sector employed redesigned and upgraded OR-14 Dynabots to secure the power station. Farah. Farah's commitment to duty runs in her blood. She comes from a long line of highly decorated soldiers and burns with the desire to serve with honor. Anubis. Farah was assigned to protect a secure Helix AI installation in Egypt and the Temple of Anubis. While the AI was briefly able to break containment, Farah and her team were able to subdue it. Security Chief. Following a sterling career in the Egyptian Armed Forces, Farah joined Helix Security International as one of their chief officers. Everybody listen to this. Damn, water tastes good. Alright, let's keep going. Reaper. Some speak of a black-robed terrorist known only as the Reaper. His identity and motives are a mystery. What is known is that where he appears, death follows. Black Watch Reyes. Gabriel Reyes was the leader of the original Overwatch strike team during the Omnic Crisis and later commanded Black Watch, the organization's covert ops division. Pumpkin. In the tale of Dr. Junkenstein, the Reaper was a servant to the Witch of the Wilds, bound to serve her for some unknown reason. Reinhardt Wilhelm styles himself as a champion of bygone age who lives by the knightly codes of valor, justice, and courage. Bundeswehr. At a young age, Reinhardt Wilhelm enlisted in the German Armed Forces seeking glory. Lieutenant Reinhardt Wilhelm served with distinction to his time during Overwatch, notably leading the strike team that ended King's Row Uprising. Baldrich. During the Omnic Crisis, Baldrich von Alder commanded the German Crusader unit until he was killed at the Battle of Eichenwald. Griefhart. After the Battle of Eichenwald, Baldrich von Alder's armor remained undisturbed for many years. Roadhog. Roadhog is a ruthless killer with a well-earned reputation for cruelty and wanton destruction. Junkenstein's monster. Armed with the secret of creating artificial life, Dr. Jameson Junkenstein birthed a monster. Soldier 76. Currently the target of an international manhunt, the vigilante known as Soldier 76 wages a personal war to expose the truth behind Overwatch's collapse. Strike Commander Morrison. After the Omnic Crisis, Jack Morrison was promoted to Strike Commander of Overwatch, leading the organization for decades until it was disbanded. Commando 76. At his first opportunity, a young Jack Morrison enlisted in the American Armed Forces to defend his country, serving with distinction during the Omnic Crisis. Night Ops 76. At his first opportunity, a young Jack Morrison enlisted in the American Armed Forces to defend his country, serving with distinction to the Omnic Crisis. I read 2 of the same one in a row. Okay, we're moving on. That was Soldier. Sombra. One of the world's most notorious hackers, Sombra uses information to manipulate those in power. Los Muertos. Orphaned after the Omnic Crisis, a young Sombra found a willing buyer for her hacking ability in Los Muertos. Symmetra. Symmetra literally bends reality. By manipulating hard light constructs, she crafts the world as she wishes it to be, in hopes of engineering a perfect society. Utopia. Designed by its most talented architects, Utopia is the jewel of the Vishkar Corporation's developments around the world. Architect. Noted at a young age for her potential in the area of hard light engineering, Satya Vaswani was placed in the Vishkar Corporation's academy to become a future architect. Vishkar. As one of the Vishkar Corporation's most talented architects, Symmetra was dispatched to Rio de Janeiro to oversee their new development efforts. Torbjorn. At its height, Overwatch possessed one of the most advanced armaments on the planet, which could be traced to the workshop of an ingenious engineer named Torbjorn Lindholm. Chief Engineer Lindholm. For many years, Torbjorn Lindholm served as Overwatch's chief engineer, designing many of the organization's iconic weapons and technologies. Tracer. The former Overwatch agent known as Tracer is a time-jumping adventurer and irrepressible force for good. Slipstream. Before becoming an active agent of Overwatch, Tracer was a test pilot, until a mishap with the prototype Slipstream teleporting fighter. Cadet Oxton. Tracer was put into active duty as an Overwatch agent for the first time during the King's Row Uprising. Widowmaker is the perfect assassin, a patient, ruthlessly efficient killer who shows neither emotion nor remorse. Arete. For much of her life, Amélie Lecroux was better known as an accomplished ballet dancer in Paris. Fun fact, this is the only legendary skin from the new update that does not have a description. Winston. A super intelligent, genetically engineered gorilla, Winston is a brilliant scientist and a champion for humanity's potential. Horizon. Most of Winston's formative years were spent as a test subject in the Horizon lunar colony. Zarya. Zarya is one of the world's strongest women, a celebrated athlete who sacrificed personal glory to protect her family, friends, and country in a time of war. Arctic. After her retirement from competition, Zarya enlisted in the Russian Defense Forces and was deployed to the Krasnoyarsk front in Siberia. Zenyatta. Zenyatta is an Omnic monk who wanders the world in search of spiritual enlightenment. It is said that those who cross his path are never the same again. Another fun fact, I guess, is Zenyatta has no descriptions under the skins of his hero. All other heroes have at least one description under one of their skins. Looks like it's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this video out here in the Overwatch Hero Gallery. Let me know what you thought of this video, and if you enjoyed it, throw it down in the comments section. Let me know. Thank you so much, and peace!